Have you ever experienced a sense that your life no longer belongs to you? Do you feel like your days are completely centered around the desires and needs of your children? As you age, it is natural to want to support your children, offer assistance when necessary, and maintain a close relationship with them. However, there is a delicate balance between being a supportive parent and becoming subservient in your later years. Unfortunately, many seniors unknowingly fall into this trap, giving too much, neglecting their own well-being, and gradually realizing that their time, energy, and even financial stability have been overshadowed by their children's expectations. The good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. You can continue to be a loving parent without sacrificing your independence, dignity, or the life you have built for yourself. In this video, we will discuss 6 powerful strategies to help you maintain your freedom in old age so that you do not become enslaved to your children's needs. From establishing clear boundaries to safeguarding your financial independence, these methods will enable you to live life on your own terms while still nurturing healthy, meaningful relationships with your family. Stay tuned until the end, as the information we are about to share could potentially revolutionize your experience of your later years. Let's begin. Firstly, set clear boundaries. One common mistake made by many older parents is assuming that their role as a provider never truly ends. While you have raised your children, provided for their needs, and guided them into adulthood, it does not mean that you owe them your entire old age. If you constantly find yourself rearranging your life to meet their needs, feeling guilty when you say no and always at their beck and call, it is time to establish clear boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, which includes respecting your own time, energy, and personal life. If your children expect you to constantly prioritize their needs, handle their responsibilities, or make decisions solely for their benefit, it is imperative to define what is and is not acceptable. This does not mean cutting off communication or being cold. Instead, it means making it known that your needs are just as important as theirs. Take the example of Robert, a 72-year-old father who initially enjoyed babysitting his grandchildren 5 days a week. However, over time, he realized that he no longer had time for himself. Upon voicing his concerns and setting limits, his children adjusted and found alternative solutions, allowing Robert to reclaim his freedom without damaging his relationship with his family. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish but necessary. A parent's duty is to raise children who can stand on their own, not to serve them endlessly. By establishing boundaries, you are teaching your children to value your time and efforts while maintaining a loving and robust connection. Secondly, prioritize your own financial security. Many older parents make the mistake of prioritizing their children's financial needs over their own. Whether it involves dipping into savings, co-signing loans, or giving away substantial sums of money, this can sometimes stem from love or obligation. However, once your financial resources are depleted, there is no guarantee that they will be replenished. Retirement should be a time to enjoy the rewards of your hard work, but many seniors find themselves struggling financially due to feeling guilty about saying no. Assisting your children when feasible is kind, but jeopardizing your financial stability for their comfort is a risky decision. The best gift you can give them is to ensure that you do not become a financial burden. Consider the case of Harold, a 74-year-old man who spent years bailing out his son from financial predicaments. Despite promises of repayment, the money never returned, prompting Harold to realize that he was jeopardizing his own future. He made the tough choice to cease providing financial support, allowing his son to learn to stand on his own. Although challenging initially, his son eventually became more responsible, and Harold safeguarded the retirement he had worked hard to secure. Before providing financial assistance to your children, carefully consider the potential impact on your own security. Are they overly reliant on you instead of finding their own solutions? You must prioritize yourself because no one else will do it for you. Safeguard your hard-earned assets and do not let guilt compel you to sacrifice your peace of mind. If you are finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to indicate your presence. If you have not yet subscribed, I recommend doing so, and turning on notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. Your support enables us to continue producing helpful content. Information and inspiration are the key components of the content provided. Moving forward, point number 3 emphasizes the importance of maintaining one's own life and interests rather than allowing it to revolve solely around one's children. This common mistake often leads to individuals neglecting their personal passions, friendships, and dreams in favor of prioritizing their children's needs. By giving up personal interests, one risks losing their sense of self and vitality. The story of Edward, a retired teacher who rediscovered his love for woodworking after neglecting it to care for his grandson, serves as a powerful example of the importance of pursuing one's own interests. Point number 4, advocates for teaching self-reliance rather than fostering dependence in children. While it may feel like love to constantly intervene and solve problems for them, this can hinder their ability to develop resilience and handle life's challenges independently. The story of Frank and his son illustrates how stepping back and allowing children to navigate difficulties on their own can lead to personal growth and improved relationships. Moving on to point number 5. It addresses the issue of emotional independence. Many older parents tend to tie their emotional well-being to their children's actions, leading to feelings of hurt or dependency. It is crucial to recognize that one's happiness should not depend on external factors, such as children's visits or attention. By establishing emotional independence and not allowing one's mood to be dictated by others, individuals can regain control over their own lives and well-being. Consider the impact of constantly relying on your children for emotional fulfillment in your life. Take Eleanor, for example, a 73-year-old woman who used to feel heartbroken when her son would cancel plans or forget to call. Instead of waiting for her children to reach out, she decided to shift her focus. By making plans with friends, joining social groups, and rediscovering hobbies, she found happiness and confidence. This change not only improved her relationship with her children, but also taught her the importance of creating joy in her own life outside of her children. Protecting your peace by setting boundaries is crucial in maintaining your well-being. You are not obligated to meet every request from your children, as your time, energy, and happiness matter just as much as theirs. Setting boundaries does not mean you love your children any less, but rather shows that you value yourself and refuse to sacrifice your peace for the sake of others. Consider George, who learned to say no after years of feeling obligated to fulfill every request from his children. By setting limits and prioritizing his own needs, his relationship with his children improved as they learned to respect his decisions. Boundaries are essential in creating relationships based on mutual appreciation rather than obligation. Remember, as you navigate this stage of life, prioritize your own happiness and well-being. It's important to find balance in loving your children while also caring for yourself. Reflect on the areas discussed and consider how you can implement healthy boundaries and prioritize your happiness moving forward. Share your thoughts and one thing you learned today in the comments below. Your feedback is valuable to us and motivates us to continue creating content that informs and inspires. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support us in our mission. By subscribing, sharing, and supporting us, you enable us to keep producing valuable content that educates and motivates you. We appreciate your viewership and eagerly anticipate your presence in our upcoming videos. Thank you for your continued support.